Hello everyone, this is Paul Rogers. Today is November 1st, 2017. Today we're going to be taking a peek at the Bitcoin to US dollar daily chart. Now, the daily chart means that every one of these little candles is one day. Now, this daily chart has had a very strong trend channel that's been in place quite some time. The trend channel actually may be broken. As you can see in my last video, I was talking about possibly selling your Bitcoin at 6,100 because we were pushing up against the upward end of this trend channel, and Bitcoin did dip from there. It went down to, it looks like 5,000. Let's check it out. Bitcoin went from 6,100 and looks like 6,170-ish to 5,350. So it did dip, but there's so many people trying to get into this space, so many people that want to stack more Bitcoin, that price didn't even get a chance to come back to this downward trend channel, and it just bounced right back up against it. And it held for a few days, but now we're looking at what looks to me like a breakout. As you can see, we've had in the past where price has broken out and then retraced. This is one day, so broke out, retraced, all in one day. This is different. This, we're actually seeing price break out and continue. So what I'm thinking is Bitcoin, this trend channel is done. I mean, it's possible that Bitcoin will try to re-enter it at some point, but from what I'm looking at right now, it looks like this chart is busted, which means, well, the real question is, where is Bitcoin going? How high can Bitcoin go? I think by the end of this week, Bitcoin's going to be at 7,500. Easy. And I don't know how much pent-up demand there is for Bitcoin. I don't know how many people want to be in Bitcoin but are afraid to buy it, and because it's now offered because now people can buy it in futures, maybe that's going to send Bitcoin to $20,000 in the next 6 months. It's entirely possible. I mean, really nothing's on the table. We could see Bitcoin hit 100,000. Yes, I said 100,000 within a couple of years. It's entirely possible. It depends on how much capital flows from other investments, like let's say, just look at gold. Look how much money is tied up in gold right now. If a fraction of that, maybe let's say half the money that's tied up in the gold, went over to Bitcoin, I'm sure Bitcoin's price would be somewhere close to, over 50,000. That's for sure. I don't know if it'd be at 100,000, but I'm sure it would be very high. So really, the sky's the limit at this point. I don't want to sound too bullish, but we're going to have to throw technicals out the window here, because the fundamentals are just so strong for Bitcoin, and we literally could see like a parabolic movement in Bitcoin. I don't know how crazy things will get, but things will be crazy. We could see billionaires born from this movement that's happening. Maybe this video is sounding too bullish. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is. Who knows? But I know that this isn't gonna stop anytime real soon. This news just broke, I don't know, maybe 12 hours ago, and I see Bitcoin continuing to skyrocket. Oh, I hear people screaming in the background. Anyways, we could visit Ethereum. I saw Ethereum's looking kind of sad, and it is a little sad just because Bitcoin's getting all the attention, all the money's flowing to Bitcoin, even though Ethereum is chugging along pretty well. If you are looking to stack some Bitcoin or some Ethereum, we're getting close to a point that is, from a technical standpoint, a great spot to stack some Bitcoin. I'd say if Ethereum drops just another $10 or so, you could pick some up and not feel too bad about it. If you really want to get a steal, though, it's possible Ethereum will drop even lower to maybe 250 or so, 245. That's also possible too. That could be a great place to stack. And Dash, I would imagine Dash, now that it's broken this triangle, will head lower. And I would recommend trying to pick up some Dash around low 200s. Right now, Bitcoin is king. All hail to the king. Anyhow, I'll make another video soon, maybe later this week, to see if my $7,500 prediction comes to fruition. Just to close this video, I want to mention that yes, the RSI, as you can see, hit 70, and this is a good technical indicator, but as you can see in the past, Bitcoin's gone way past 70. So I do not think that you should sell Bitcoin right now. Don't sell it. Hold your Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin could double in price in 1 week. It's entirely possible. I mean, things are going. We're in for a wild ride. I'll just say that. So I mean, it. Not to repeat myself, but it entirely depends on how much pent-up demand there is. I mean, you just have to think about people. They've been sitting down, regular investors, hearing about this Bitcoin, hearing about, watching the talking heads give their opinions. It's a scam. It's a Ponzi. It's the best thing ever, and this and that. Everyone has an opinion on it. Everyone's weighing in, and they're just sitting down thinking, oh, wow, I remember when Bitcoin was at 1,000. It was such a big deal. I remember when Bitcoin was worth more than gold. Such a big deal. And now we're talking about Bitcoin, at $6,800. We're watching the chart, $6,800 right now. They're getting sick and tired of missing out on this train. And I think a lot of them are going to jump on this ETF. I think they're going to jump on it. Or maybe it's not an ETF, actually. It's futures. So it's a futures, and they're going to jump on it, and they might even put pressure on might even call their advisors or send their advisors an email and say, hey, I heard we can get into Bitcoin, make it happen. When it's available, make it happen. And it depends, if a bunch of people do that, there's not that much liquidity in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just gonna skyrocket. So if you're looking to pick up more Bitcoin, I would buy it at whatever you can buy it at. If someone says, hey, I'm gonna sell it to you for 5% over spot, 10% over spot, buy it. Buy it soon, because you could get to a point where Bitcoin's at 20 grand, and then it's like, okay, one Bitcoin for $20,000. Okay. It's a lot different than a Bitcoin for 3,000. And we were at Bitcoin for 3,000 how long ago? I mean, what was that? A month and a half ago? This is insane. Let's look at this. When was this? Dang it. Pushing all the wrong buttons tonight. Okay. Yeah. September 15th. 45 days ago, Bitcoin was around $3,000. 45 days ago. Now Bitcoin is gonna by the morning, Bitcoin will be over 7,000. All right, that's crypto. So anyhow, hope this video wasn't too bullish, but I'm just stating my opinions and what the charts are telling me. Charts aren't a crystal ball, but they do give you a good indication of what people are thinking and what they're seeing. And right now, the charts are telling me something. They're telling me the trend is over and it's time for parabolic growth. Anyhow, y'all take care. Paul Rogers out for the evening.